Hello everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. Today I have a haul for you. This is a try-on haul. I went to Ulta yesterday and I picked up some goodies that I have been wanting to try for a long time. And I thought to myself, why not try them all for the first time on camera? I picked up some items that are new to the market and also some products that are just new to me. I also purchased a combination of Drugstore and some items from the prestige side of the store, and I'm excited to show you what I got. I'm wearing everything and you'll see me put it on, and I'll give you my first impressions as we go. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up in this Ulta haul and my first impressions and seeing how I got this look, then please keep on watching. All right, let's get started. So when I made my purchase, I was given a free sample of the Master Prime Primer. This one is hydrating and smoothing, so I'm going to give this a try. I have never tried any Maybelline primers. This one is lotiony. It feels like a lotion. You know, some primers are silicone-based. This one is not. It says it visibly smooths prime skin with hydration, a lightweight formula, does not clog pores. So there's no pore smoothing here, but it doesn't claim to be. Well, it says smoothing. I wouldn't say that it's really smoothing anything, but all right, just wanted to give it a try. So I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. And I'm going to apply this eyeshadow primer I purchased from NARS. It's the Tinted Smudgeproof eyeshadow base. I got the shade medium because that's all they had. I've spoken in past videos about the fact that I really want to find a good shadow primer that is tinted, but that the tint doesn't disappear when you blend it in. So let's see how this goes. I've previously purchased the Stay Don't Stray from Benefit, and that is tinted, but it wipes away as you blend it out. The tint disappears, and this one is sort of disappearing. I've used the NARS Pro Prime before, just the original, and I really liked it, but then I found other more affordable primers, so I've sort of switched over, but people were recommending this to me because I was saying that I wanted one that had a tint that stayed. So, and for anyone who's new to my channel and wondering why I don't just use something like a MAC paint pot or something, the reason, or concealer, the reason for that is because I have really such super oily eyelids that those alone don't work. They will not keep my eyeshadow from getting oily and coagulating in pools of oil on my lid. So I have to double up. I have to use an eyeshadow primer, and then I like something to even out the skin tone on the lid, which is what this is doing. So that explains that, hopefully. Yeah, I like this. I like that it dried quickly and it's leaving enough of a tint behind that it's neutralized the discoloration on my lid, which is what I was looking for. So far so good with this. Now let's move over to the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder. I very rarely use powder foundations. I've just found over the years that they do not hold up on my oily skin. They break apart, or they just look powdery, and I still get shiny, and then I don't want to put powder on top of more powder. So I've stayed away from most powder foundations, and believe me, I have tried them all at least once. And what intrigued me about this one is that it did say it was a 16-hour powder, and I have worn the Superstay liquid before, and that really did hold up well. I purchased the shade Natural Beige, number 220, and I've got to open this thing. So this is what the Natural Beige looks like, and there is a puff with a mirror. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it with this sponge. It's actually not a puff, it's a sponge first, and then I'm going to try it with a brush. I brought down my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80. Yeah. So we'll try one side with just the sponge first, and I'm just going to pick some up. And, ooh, oh my, I gotta use the magnifying side. That's good coverage. See how it covers over here. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is quite good coverage. And I think, so I'll flip it back to the other side. I think the color is good too. See how it works on the sides of my nose. This is the area that I have really large capillaries and large pores, so let's see if I can cover that up well. Wow, I really, really like this. Oh my goodness, it doesn't emphasize my pores. Well, a little bit over here. Let's see if I can touch it up. This looks good. All right, let's see how it applies with a brush. I'm gonna swirl and pat it in. Well, this is a lot faster and it seems to still be covering. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Oh my goodness. Will this make it 2 drugstore foundations in a row that I have been impressed with? Because a lot of you know I love the new L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. So now I think, well, I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, see how the coverage is on my nose. Maybe I'll go back in with a sponge and do around, you know, get around my nose better. I'm gonna go back in with the sponge and just touch up around my nose. Yeah, the sponge provides much fuller coverage. Oh, it will be so interesting to see how this holds up. Maybe I'll do a separate foundation review, like a full foundation review of this. I know you guys are gonna wanna know how it held up, so I wanna tell you, but I think I'll put it in another video. So in case people are searching just for this powder, just for this product, they'll be able to find it a lot easier. All right, now I've got to put some concealer under my eyes. I did not purchase a new concealer in this haul because I have plenty. Today I will use Tarte Shape Tape because it is available at Ulta. And I'm just going to put a small amount here and here. I use a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of Tarte Shape Tape because I find that so many people use way too much, and that's why they think that especially more mature skins find it to be, well, some find it to be too cakey and settle into lines and all that, and I think that it's because YouTube has trained people to use just way too much. If I need more, if I feel like I need more, I just go back in and add versus trying to blend out, you know, a ton of concealer. So I'm just going to blend out the concealer, and then I'm going to blend out the other eye real quickly, and we'll start with some other products. All right, moving on to brows. I did pick up this Maybelline Tattoo Studio 24-hour, what are you called? Brow pomade. And I wasn't sure if I should get the blonde or the soft brown. I ended up going with the blonde, but we'll see. So inside is the little pomade. It looks about the same size as their gel eyeliner. And then it comes with a brush and a spoolie. So there's a little spoolie on one end and a brush on the other. So I'm gonna do one eye with the brush it comes with, but I think I might switch over to this Morphe brow brush. I really need to get a chair that doesn't squeak. I'm just in one of those white folding chairs, and it squeaks every time I move. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it definitely bothers me. So now I'm going in with the pomade, starting at my arch. And I think this brush is a little too like pointy. I like it to be a little bit fluffier. But it's good if you want to draw in brow hairs towards the front, I suppose. I think the color is good though. I'm sort of glad I went with the blonde now. So far I am liking this product. I'm going to do the other side with my Morphe brush just to see if I find it easier. Yeah, I'm just, you know when you're just used to things? I'm just used to a fluffier brow brush. It just gets the job done quicker, I think. All right, now it's time to do the eyes. I am so excited to finally have my first Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. This one is called the Saharan, and the reason why I picked this one up versus any of the others that they offer is because this is the only one they had in stock. I don't know about your Ulta, but the stock at the closest Ulta to me, I mean, truthfully, there are about 5 within a 10-mile radius of my house, but the one that usually has the best stock and is the biggest had no stock. It hardly had any stock of anything. Viewers have been telling me for the longest time to try Juvia's Place. I'm always hearing that the pigment is amazing and they're long wearing and they're blendable. Oh, and it's cruelty-free, designed and formulated in the USA. And this palette was $20. I think I'm gonna do just a very basic look with this palette today. I'm not gonna get too dramatic. And I think that I'm going to refrain from using these kind of orangey shades today just because the blush that I bought is definitely cooler toned and I want to keep it more neutral. This is very warm. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade called Katsina, which just looks like a neutral taupe shade. I'm going to use a MAC 217. And I'm just going to apply that to the outer corners of my eye and then move it into the crease. So yeah, so this is definitely very pigmented. It's blending nicely. It's a great transition color, really pretty. You know what, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I think also to the outer corners, I'm going to add a little bit of the shade Baroro. And for that, I'm going to use this smaller crease brush. This one I think is Echo Tools from CVS. I got it a while ago, so I don't know the name of it, unfortunately. It's just a small tapered crease brush. And I'm going to put this right on the outer corners. Oh my, that is very pigmented. Holy moly. I don't think I want to use this brush anymore. I want to switch over to a flat brush. This is a Delium Tools 773 brush. And I think I'm just going to pat this on versus try to blend it on. All right, and then for the lid, I'm going to use this shade called Soya. Just going to flip that same Delium Tools brush around and apply this to the lid. Well, this one doesn't appear to be as pigmented. I'm going to try using my finger. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, that is super pigmented if you use your finger. My eyes are looking like a sunset. I'm going to go back in with that 217 and a little bit more of Katsina and add more to the crease. Then I'm going to take a Sigma pencil brush E30. I'm going to go into the Baroro shade and lightly put this on my lower lash lines. I'm going to see what this shade Iman looks like. I might pop that in my tear duct. Oh, it's kind of like a icy lavender. Why not? I like to experiment, and that's what I want you guys to do when you're doing your makeup, is experiment. Try different things. If it doesn't work out, it's just makeup. You can take it right off, and I'm happy I did this because I am really liking this in the tear duct. I think I'm even going to pop a little under the brow. And I'm curious to see how this black is. I want to see how intense it is. So I am going to take a little bit. Oh, let's see, what brush am I going to use for this? I'm going to use my Sonia G Smudger 2 brush. It already has a little brown on it, but that's okay. I ran out of brush cleaner, and that's something that I should have picked up at Ulta. I really like the one from Japanese, and I forgot to get any. So I'm going to take this black shade. It's called Chad. And I'm just going to press it on the outer corners of my eyes just to see if it's truly a rich black or not. It's a nice black. I'm giving myself a little bit of a wing, I think. Yeah, it's just small wing. I believe I said when I started this that I didn't want it to be too dramatic, and it's coming out a little bit more dramatic than I anticipated. But that's what happens when you play with makeup. You just have to kind of go with your gut. It's supposed to be fun. All right, I think I'm done with the shadow. I do really like the palette. This probably wouldn't have been my first choice had all the other ones been in stock. But I think it's fun. I think I will have a lot of fun trying different looks with this. So I'm going to pop on some mascara. And I didn't buy a mascara in this haul either. And then I'll move on to the remaining lip, cheek, and highlight products that I purchased. Okay, I'm back. I applied some mascara, and I also added some medium and long individual eyelashes just to my outer corners. And now I want to add a little bit of bronzer because I feel a little light. Even though the foundation matches, I just like to warm up my skin with a little bronzer. And I'm going to use Hoola from Benefit. And for my blush, I picked up this Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Dolly. Now on the display, they had matching lip glosses, matching lip polishes. So there was a Dolly, it's not the regular Dolly lip polish, this had a different name. And what they want you to do is buy the matching lip gloss and blush, but I like to shake things up and go a little crazy, and I bought the non-matching lip gloss and blush. This one, the lip gloss I bought is Seychelles Breeze, which is like a nude, and it had a nudish brown blush that matched, but I already own a lot of just neutral everyday blushes, so I wanted, not that this color couldn't be used every day, it could be, but I didn't have a color like this. Well, at least I don't think I do. I didn't go through all of my blush stash before purchasing, but let me just be honest, this was more of a want than probably a need. I was just really drawn to the mauve-y undertone of this blush, and I tried it on at the store. They were fresh testers, so whenever you spot fresh testers, that's the time to try things before people get their grubby hands and everything. And I liked the way it looked. It just gave a really nice flush. So this is Dolly. So for my brush, I'm going to use this one from Samey Beauty. It's the 1.5. And look how pretty that is. I love blush. And this is super pigmented. It smells good too. Oh, so pretty. Love, love, love this blush. Now for my highlight, I picked up this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Quartz. I already own Champagne Pop and Opal, but I saw this one being used by one of my favorite Australian makeup artists. I talk about them all the time on my channel. I'm just obsessed with these Australian makeup artists. I love their aesthetic. It's so different than the Instagram makeup you see here in the States that's so overdone and just super bright. The way they do makeup is so much more about just natural enhancement and just pretty makeup. And Emma Chen is amazing. And she was using in one of her posts the other day, the Rose Quartz. And I just loved the sort of pinky radiance it gave her model. So I thought, why not? I want to try it myself. Just going to use a fan brush from Smashbox. And I think you can see the hint of pink that it has. And as I already said, I purchased the gloss in Seychelles Breeze, but I want to use a lip liner first. And I'm using Boldly Bare from MAC. I have adored Buxom Lip Polishes for years. I sort of wanted to buy all of them in the collection. I did see some other influencers get the whole collection in PR and secretly a little jealous of that. So this is a nude, but it has a little bit of an orangey undertone, a warm undertone. So if you don't like warmer nudes, you probably would not like this color. Okay guys, this is my finished look using all of the products from my latest Ulta haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am really happy with everything that I purchased. I really am. I think the overall look came out nice. As I said earlier, I'm excited to play with more palettes from Juvia's Place. I will probably pick up another one in my next haul. I'll follow up with you on the foundation, but so far so good. Something that I would recommend you try as of now. And I'm loving the blush and lip, loving the highlighter. The NARS Pro Prime base, so far so good with that. Impressed by the brow product actually too. I'll have to follow up with you on that as well. But if you're a blonde, the blonde is a good color. It's not too ashy, it's not too golden, it's not too light. So yeah, I am a happy camper. So that'll do it. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. You can also follow me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Everything is Risa Does Makeup. Once again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.